Hello everybody and welcome along to the old stream farm, where it's been a while since I've actually recorded any of this because I record so far in advance. Can't remember what I was actually doing. I had a bit of a yard to tidy up. Put a few bits and pieces away, not everything, just a few bits and pieces. I sold the cultivator because I'm kind of sick of the bug with it constantly reversing into things. I need to throw just a strap over that. I got this. These are seeds. So I got that. Looks like the sheep need cleaned. I have water, but yeah. So I had a bit of a tidy up. Picked up a lot of the eggs. Oh, I've got more here. It's always good. I kind of don't want to sell anything like this until we have quite a lot of it. That's not what I wanted to do. Come on. Yeah, that'll do. Just take that strap over there. Put the other box on as well. I kind of want like a massively overflowing amount of eggs. Maybe another 8 boxes even. But yeah. So I got my new wheel. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the previous episodes, but I did have the Saytech wheel. I didn't like it, so I ordered a G29. And it's quite good. I'm not sure if it'll pick up in the video, but there's a squeak when I turn left. And it is quite a noisy wheel. But otherwise, it's really good. I do quite like it. And it's quite good for Euro Truck Simulator as well. But in this episode, first thing I want to do is increase the time. Let it save as this one. I want to see what kind of jobs we can do. Loads of harvesting. Transporting. Everything else is just harvesting. We can do that. Field 22. What is field 22? Where is that? This field here. That's the job we'll take. Which requires us to drive the combine, which I've not done on the wheel, so this could go horribly wrong. The other thing I keep doing is I keep pressing the clutch instead of the brake, because I'm not used to having 3 pedals. Well, we're gonna do a bit of, we're gonna do one contract. I'd like to harvest our own field, but that's not overly important. And also we are using our own equipment. I'd like to get this done before it rains as well, because that's going to stop the harvest. If it does rain, what I'll do is I'm not sure. I'll probably just let time carry on off camera until it's not raining. We might lose a day as such, but I'll see if we can get it done. I might, in fact, while we're doing this contract, we'll keep it on ×1 and not worry about how far through the day we actually get. But there's some big news coming up for the channel, as well as for other things. I'm not going to mention exactly what they are yet, but there are some things that I'm working on that will hopefully be made public in around a week or so. Possibly, I'm saying I am pre-recording this video by quite a few days, so maybe even by the time this one comes out there might be a few changes, but one of them that I can tell you about just now is that this channel is going to get renamed. It's going to get a bit of a rebrand, nothing too over the top though, just more or less a new name, and I've left that on quite a hill. A new name and some new artwork and things like that, but the content is going to remain the same. The series is going to continue after that. The Erie Ireland, which I think is the right way to pronounce that, that series which should hopefully have started, or possibly even started the day this goes out, will also continue. And there is a reason for it, and I'll talk more about it in the coming weeks. But I'll get the header over and we'll start work there. I keep forgetting how small this shed is. Oh, it's also worth pointing out we don't have a cultivator just now. Really? I've now hit both of them. I could just move the camera, but that sounds an awful lot like hard work. Oh, another change. Field 1, which is that field there. I've planted grass in it. Because I thought it would be the most useful thing to put in that field. Oh, and I do still have the Satex side panel. I just don't like the wheel. The side panel is awesome, but the wheel was atrocious. Oh, this header's not on here right. It's hanging off. I'll get this up to the field and I'll see you in a second. Okay, here we are. I got it all connected. It didn't fall off, which is bonus. Well, let's see, is this? Yeah, we're chopping the straw. So this obviously isn't our field. It may be one day, but not today. This job's worth a couple of thousand. Nothing too spectacular. There's a good yield on it though. That rock is very close to the field. So hopefully everyone had a good weekend. This of course is Monday's episode. I'm actually recording this on a Wednesday, but hopefully everyone had a good weekend. I hopefully did as well. Well, I'm going to get the headland done first of all, and then we'll see about bringing a cart and tractor over. It'll probably be the Renault we use for the cart and tractor. And I should also point out I have changed the wheels on the Renault back to the standard ones. So we don't have the narrow tyres on that anymore. This isn't a big field, this won't take us too long, but what I might do is when we finish this field, just go straight over into our own, if it hasn't started raining by then. I would like to also buy some kind of replacement for the cultivator today. Trees do kind of get in the way. It didn't take long to do this headland at all. Not a big deal. This is only going to take us 10 minutes or so. Obviously not in the time lapse. It'll be very short on the time lapse, but the time lapse will also include harvesting our own field, which we're going to sell all but one load of the grain, I believe. The other thing we need is we need a trailer for grain, because that's not something we currently have. And on that thought, I'm actually not going to harvest our field. I'm going to wait until we have a trailer to do that. We sound like a bigger trailer. Today, I think we just make a small fortune. I'll crack on with this, and I'll see you when we're finished. that's all of that field done. I did miss one tiny little bit, but I'm not overly worried about that. We'll go and sell this. It's almost a full trailer, which isn't too bad. This is a dollar trailer, isn't it? Yeah. It's not too bad. I'm not going to cry over the 2 or 3 litres that'll be. Now looks like we're selling this at selling station 2? Next to one of our fields anyway. Or are we? Yes we are. So not far to go to sell it, and we need to do something with this field. It's not looking the best with the bits of missed sugar beet from that painful sugar beet harvest. Did not enjoy that harvest at all. I think I've turned off Steam notifications as well now, so we shouldn't see those pop up in the bottom of the screen anymore. Turns out the issue I had with the game recording the last time was a problem with Steam, not with the game. And it was reset all of my settings, and that's why things are being a bit weird. So let's see. Now we're going to get a couple of thousand for it at least. That's not too bad. Let's finish the contract. That was a 32,000. Now this trailer that I've currently got, I'm currently attached to, we're going to sell that. I've left the combine and the header trailer in the field. I'll have to pick those up later. We're going to sell this trailer. That'll give us a bit more money. And we are going to buy some other things. 2 things to be exact. I'm not going to show you buying both of them, but we're going to buy some conveyor belts so we can move some silage around. So we have the bigger trailer we used for the I'm not sure if we used it for the chaff harvest or if it's just one I bought. Anyway, I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. That might have happened. Yeah, that might not have actually recorded that. I did buy a trailer that was just for chaff. I'm not sure if that actually made it into the video or not, if that happened before I lost all the footage. But I will go and find out, and I'll be back in a second when we have our first conveyor belt back to the farm. Okay, I've taken the first conveyor belt back to the farm, and I'm just picking up this one now. Should be somewhere around here. I would have been miles off. That is a weird way of moving the camera. So we'll take this back. I did check the trailer that I thought we bought, we did in fact buy. I've not checked the price of silage or anything like that, but I have checked the trailer. We do have the trailer, not 100% sure where it is, but we do have one. As you can see, I've still got the Fent and the Massey Ferguson combine still sat at the entrance to this field. I expect that we're going to earn quite a good bit of money today. This tractor badly needs a wash. Well, this is one we're going to use for all the carting because, well, it's quieter. I keep calling it a Fent, it's not a Fent, it's a Doots. The Doots that we have, we may replace. There's been a new mod that came out the day that I'm recording this, which is the Doots Series 4. And we may get that. That's a compact tractor. I don't know how much it is, or really anything about it. I've never even tested it. But we might look at getting that in the coming episodes. It is nice having a... There's the trailer. It is nice having a steering wheel. Even if it's not the SATEC one. Okay, now let's see what I need to do. Let's move this out of the way, because I did just kind of do a drive-by with it. I just use the keyboard for this bar just to move that trailer out of the way. I'll put this over here somewhere. While we this one does steer, which is quite cool. Very quiet though. With the engine running, it still makes no sound. Right, we'll unblanket it. We'll put it in a little bit. I think the engine's still running on this one. Yeah, it is. Now we're looking for lens there. Yeah, plenty of room. Bring this up a good bit. There we go. Now this is... We'll park the tractor facing the other way. Otherwise we'll be coming out this way all the time, which we don't particularly want to do. Or at least I don't particularly want to do. Maybe that's something that you guys would do. But it's not really something I'd like. Well, bet I can do that again. Let's try that one more time. I'd like to get a nice screenshot, which I don't think is going to happen from over here. Might happen from the top of the silo. And I think there's a way to turn the HUD off now. Left alt and 1. Very fancy indeed. Oh, there's today's thumbnail. Oh, this is going quick. I don't know, we're only at 30% of a trailer. I'm going to let this continue and I'll be back in a second. This is not a fast filling trailer, but there we go, 45,000 litres of silage. It's it looks like it's taken a lot out of the pit, but it hasn't, because there's still that huge mountain at the back. Well, let's find out the price of silage. 550 at the barn. Not bad. Where is the barn though? There, the animal dealer. Not too far away then. So we've got 45,000 litres and 550 pounds per 1,000 litres we're going to get, so let's see who can do the maths and figure out how much we're going to get. I'm not going to bother, but I think I don't know how much I'd like, but I doubt we'll actually get that. You can feel the weight. Well, for a game, you can feel the weight. I've not seen any traffic today. Is traffic off? It is off. Let's turn that back on. I like having a bit of traffic on the map, gives it a bit of life. There's the field we planted, well I planted with grass. I figured I just got a fence all the way around it now. It's a bit awkward for any kind of crop, but grass will still work in there. So we'll get that cut once it's fully grown. I think it's been fertilised quite a few times as well, so that's always a bonus. Ah, there's the beloved traffic. How many times do you think they're going to crash in a minute? This guy's right in the middle of the road. Inconsiderate drivers in FS. I don't know what I'd do without them. Okay, so this will get sold over by those bales. If the tractor would come to a stop, it'd be nice. Must weigh a lot. This tractor doesn't brake particularly well anyway, but that was bad. Where's the trigger at then? There it is. There we go. That's just shy of 25,000. What's that done to the price though? Nothing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the farm, get another complete load, do the same thing again, and then we'll possibly even replace the Dukes today. I'll see you when I'm back at the barn. Okay, what I've done is I've just spent £22,000 getting the replacement for this Dukes. I'm replacing it with the other Dukes. I've also picked a trailer, so what I'd like to do is sell this and hopefully get enough money back to purchase it. Well, I will get enough money back to purchase the trailer. There's the other Dukes there. I'll show it in a bit more detail in just a second. I didn't check the value of this. I have no idea. But the other Dukes is even cheaper than this one. But it's a little tractor. For what we really use it for, it will be fine. It's I got to I think 99 horsepower. 12,000, yeah. That's not bad, right? Let's spend more money on the trailer I want, which is this one, the Bratner TA 23071. That looks like quite a nice trailer. I do prefer with the Trailerberg. Oh nice, you can get it as a manure spreader. That's quite cool. But it's an extra 20,000, so we'll not do that. Alright, let's go and have a look at our new tractor. Our Renault is still being filled up just now. It takes that long. I figured I'd, rather than just sit and wait, I'd do this. Now it is going to look a bit silly on that big trailer on this little tractor, but that's quite a nice model. I quite like this. It's just for our DX 471. It's a compact tractor according to the mod description, which is fine. I don't think you can get it with a front loader bracket, which is a shame. But we don't really need it with a front loader bracket. That trailer has a really wide turning circle. And of course the trailer, which I didn't really look at, is this one here, the Powerproof Plus. So you got a moving floor of some sense, or maybe the front side on a hydraulic ram. Quite a nice trailer, quite a nice tractor. I got it in forest green with the black rims, and it looks quite cool. and what we'll do is we'll just take this back to the farm for now. It's still quite a loud tractor, but it's not, I don't think it's as loud. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's a better sound. It's a bit louder inside than the other one, but outside it seems more reasonable. So this is a replacement tractor and a trailer. We're spending all the money today. Now, of course, we have also had money come in from our solar panel up on the hill that you can't see from this distance. On another note, the height these trees have gotten to. They were meant to be like a privacy thing for the farm, but that's not how it works. You can see straight through them. Maybe privacy from planes. I do like this this little tractor. It's quite cool looking. Tiny little thing. I think it fits in with the farm quite nicely. Makes the Renault seem enormous. I'm just going to leave this over here for now. So guys, what do you think of that? It's turbo. It's the only part of it that matters. Let's jump in our beautiful Renault. It's a lovely tractor. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. It seems to be like a pig snout at the front, but I definitely don't think it's the worst looking tractor I've seen. It's not even the worst looking tractor in the game. And really, it's just something different. But let's get this lot sold and what do we get? Let's see. We'll check the price after this one and see if we can get another load in. There's another 24,500 and the price still hasn't changed, so we're gonna go and quickly grab another full load and see how much we get from that. Now we're making our way back down to the barn with the final load today. I think the price is still the same, still 550, so we're expecting just under £25,000 for this load. We still have about 4 loads of silage in the clamp. I'm not going to get rid of those today. I'm going to keep hold of them for a little while. If you're wondering why I'm only emptying one clamp and not the other, the one that has less in it, that's the silage for the cows primarily. So we'll have to get some hay. It'd be nice to get a tedder soon. And create some hay and grass bales for feeding the cows properly. And then I need to figure out the whole milk thing. I never did look into that. Oh, the brakes on this thing are like gummy bears. Some terrible reversing for you right there. That kind of worked out well in the end. Almost. Almost how I wanted it. So we should get about 25,000 for this. You can see the floor moving. I mean, chain's not moving at the same rate as the floor, but otherwise, quite cool. Yeah, just under 25,000, leaving us with 58,222. But I'm going to leave this episode here for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, then don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can hit the subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you all again in the next episode, which will be tomorrow. Thank you all very kindly for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.